Prepare to unlock the mysteries of the natural world as we dive into the extraordinary realm of 9 animals that can live after death. From microscopic marvels to fascinating ecological processes, join us on a journey where the boundary between life and death becomes blurred. Get ready for a mind-bending adventure that challenges our understanding of the circle of life and introduces you to the surprising creatures that defy conventional expectations. Can humans be immortal? The answer is no. Can we live after death? No. Many people have searched for the secret of living forever for centuries, but it seems like we've been beaten to it by the animal to an extent at least. So today we will be looking at the top 10 animals that can live after death. 1. Cockroaches. Cockroaches are famous for their tenacity and are often believed as the most likely creatures that will survive a nuclear war. They can live without their heads. They can go on living for 2 weeks without their heads. But how these bugs can survive decapitation? First of all, the cockroaches don't bleed a lot like a human when we cut off their heads. They have an open circulatory system which translates to little to no blood pressure, so if their head pops off the wound, discloses naturally due to clotting. Secondly, cockroaches don't need their heads to breathe as they do this process through little holes located on their bodies called spiracles. Although a headless cockroach will die of starvation eventually, it's gonna take them weeks for them to do so. 2. Bees. There is a good reason why they appear on this list, because even though a bee might be dead, it can still sting you. Not in the way that you think. Dead bees obviously can't go flying around and actively sting you. The thing is their sting, and more importantly, the venom delivery system will still work even if the bee is long dead. When a bee stings, the sting detaches from its body, leaving it embedded into the skin of its victim. Attached to this thing is a tiny organ that both contains the bee venom and a tiny muscle that pumps the venom out. 3. Octopus. An octopus, after being chopped up, continues to move. The reason octopus arms maintain mobility even after being chopped off is quite fascinating. It's because their central nervous system is unique. Most of an octopus's nerve cells, 2 out of 3 of them, can be found in its tentacles. These arms can continue reacting to stimuli even if they are no longer connected to the main brain. They remain responsive even after the octopus has been long dead. These movements can happen for a week after the octopus's death also. 4. Salamanders. Salamander has always been synonymous with long life and immortality. Salamanders have the uncanny ability to regenerate any part of their body that has been chopped off. These reground parts function the same as, or in some cases, even better than the original parts. This is mainly because of a special protein found in salamanders, which facilitates the replication of cells. This protein can also be found in humans, but in smaller quantities. 5. Frogs. It has been discovered that frogs continue to move around even when their brain is dead. If you leave the frog's head intact but take out its brain, a head but brainless frog behaves very similarly to a frog with its green matter perfectly intact. If you pinch its feet, it will hop away. Put it in water, it will swim to the side and climb out, and the most amazing of all, it'll even croak intently if you stroke its back. The factor that results in a frog's zombie-like tendencies is the power of the reflex reaction, which fires the necessary electrical impulses that cause a muscle to expand or contract. 6. Flies. Flies can survive freezing temperatures and go into suspended animation. You can freeze them for days. After giving them some heat, they will be back to normal. Also, female flies will live for several days after they have been decapitated. Such beheading females assume an upright stance comparable to that of a normal fly and can do and engage in complex actions such as preening and flying. 7. Turtles. The hearts of fish, reptiles, birds, and mammals alike have their pacemaker cells that take over when the signals from the brainstem are not coming through. For some reason, it ensures that the heart still functions for a while even when the brain does not. But the turtle took it to a whole new level, and this is because their heart is cut off from the oxygen, and nutrients, usually supplied by the blood, is just very normal. These animals can die for a very long time, for 5,000 hours in the case of the loggerhead musk turtle. 8. Snakes. Snakes can still kill you with their head chopped off. The snake's head has fangs and deadly poison sacs that still have the ability to bite you and deliver deadly venom even if it's no longer attached to the rest of its body. The snake has heat-sensitive pits at either side of its face, which it uses to detect threats. Now these heat-sensitive pits are capable of detecting a threatening presence for hours after death. 9. Flatworms. Flatworms or planarians are known as masters of regeneration. They can rebuild any part of their bodies after amputation. If one is cut in half, the head portion grows a tail and the tail portion grows a head. Cut it into 20 pieces and 20 new worms, each an exact copy of the first, are created. This has been exploited by Nottingham University scientists who have created a colony of more than 20,000 worms. As we conclude our exploration into the fascinating world of nature's recycling, it's clear that life and death are interconnected threads woven into the tapestry of the natural world. While the concept of animals living after death may not align with our traditional understanding, the resilience and adaptability of microorganisms in the decomposition process highlight the intricate dance of life's continuum. If you found our video informative, kindly like the video and subscribe to our channel so you won't miss out on our videos.